Does your yard look like this? Well, mine didn't used to. Mine used to look like this. I had a beautiful lawn. It was gorgeous, it was lush, until I got these right here. So if you want to kill your grass, get some chickens, because they're definitely going to do that for you. But what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be teaching you how to plant grass seed. So in these patchy areas around the yard, over here, a little bit over there, over here, some of that. We're putting down some grass seed. Now, this is Ready Set Homestead. The only fluff here is the feathers. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of extra crazy stuff. I'm not going to be renting an aerator. We are going to be aerating the lawn. I'm not going to be renting a seeder or buying a seeder. I'm going to show you how to do all of this by hand with hand tools. So let's go ahead and get started. I got to go get some seed. All right, so went ahead and got my grass seed. I don't need a ton. If I need to get more, I'll always get more. But I'm going to be using Bermuda grass. There's a ton of different grasses that you can use. You want to make sure that you're using something that's good for your area, temperature, climate, all those sorts of things. Easiest way to do that is do a Google search. Just search exactly what your area is and what's the best type of grass. I'm going to be using Bermuda grass because it's really good for hot climates. Now, the big thing is whenever you have sod that you actually purchase is all grown in 100% light. So you don't have any trees, you don't have any shade, anything like that. So when you are looking at your seeds, you want to make sure the areas that you're using. So if you're doing something like this, you want to make sure that you have a shaded grass. If you're doing an area like this, you want to make sure that you have a sungrass, because last thing you want to do is buy a sungrass and then you don't have a lot of sun that hits that. It's going to die. It's not going to do well. So we're going to be using Bermuda grass, but the first thing I need to do before I do anything else is go ahead and mow this. All right, so for all intents and purposes, that's good. I gotta take down this shade cloth. All right, so before I start planting the seed, I wanna go ahead and aerate the yard. The problem that I have is this soil is hard. That thing is solid right there. So you wanna make sure that you have a good, about 4 inches or so. Now, ideally, the soil that you're using, it's gonna be a mixture. It's gonna be, sand, it's gonna be compost, and it's gonna be your black soil. With this, I'm not doing all that because we're saving money here and we're doing things the old-fashioned way by hand. So I do have a sprinkler set up. Now for the sprinkler, I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to get the yard nice and saturated because I need to be able to aerate, and I don't have electronic or mechanical aerator. Now to water the yard, I'm going to be using this guy right here. This is called a RainPoint. So this is actually a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled timer. It's pretty cool. I'm going to hook this up to the faucet on the other side of the yard, and then I can actually control this through the app. I'm going to kind of show you some of the things that you can do on the app with this. It's pretty cool, but that is going to be running my sprinkler. All right, folks, so this is the RainPoint app that you're looking at right here. The only way I can show you is vertical because, I'm screen recording. But it's going to show all the devices that you have. You're going to watch it. It's going to connect to the Bluetooth. Now, when you do this, it's pretty cool because these are some plans. Now, I'd set some plans previously, but I'm going to go ahead and adjust these plans. There's going to be 2 separate timers. One of them is going to turn on at 7 a.m., and I'm going to run it for about 20 minutes. So you can set exactly what time you want it to run, and you can set it for how long you want it to run. It just really depends on what you want. So you can do it for 5 minutes, you can do it for 10 minutes, you can do it for 20 minutes, whatever it may be. This one is going to be 20 minutes starting at 7 a.m. And I'm also going to be setting that the duration is going to be every single day. Now for the other side, I got to set a timer for when it comes on the next time. So it's going to come on at 7 p.m. So I have one that comes on at 7 a.m., one that comes on at 7 p.m. Both of them are going to run for 20 minutes. After it runs for 20 minutes, it's automatically going to shut off. So I don't have to worry about anything as long as I have it hooked up. It is run through the Wi-Fi, so that's how it's going to know exactly what it needs to do. And then for my phone, it's connected through Bluetooth. Now, you can also, there's a little rain adjustment. There's some integral stuff here. This button right here, if you hit irrigation, you can run it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want to do. So if I decide throughout the day that I just want to go ahead and water because it's been super dry, I can click this button right here and it'll automatically start running. So I don't have to worry about setting a separate plan. Now, in addition to this, they do have, irrigation modes where you can have it mist for a little while. You can have it run for just, 5 minutes and it'll stop for 5 minutes. There's a bunch of different things you can do. There's a bunch of different plans. I am going to set the rain delay. The rain delay is on the top up there. What the rain delay is going to do is if it rains, it's not going to turn it on. So there's a 24-hour rain delay set on here. Now in here, in the app, if you go to the front screen, you can see that there's a little button where it shows you exactly what the weather is. So you go here, it's going to take a second to load, but it's going to show you your different humidity. It's going to show you your rain. It's going to show you the temperature. It's going to tell you the wind. It's kind of like your own little weather app, and you connect this all when you actually first start it. So pretty cool. That's what we're using. All right, so we got the sprinkler running. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, do some other things, and we'll come back once this ground is nice and saturated. All right, so go figure. It's hot out here, and my camera got overheated, so it died. But went through. First, I used the garden fork, and my ground is it's just too hard. So then I got out the pickaxe, and it's just too exhausting. So I finally got the metal rake. The metal rake did pretty good. So I just pretty much did the areas that I want to lay the seed. So now we're gonna start laying out seed. Not what you want to happen. Well, the good news is there should be a whole bunch of grass that grows right here. So we'll go get more seed. All right, so I got more grass seed. This time I put it in a bucket so I don't do it. Now this is only a pound of Bermuda grass seed, but a pound of Bermuda grass seed is good for 1,000 square feet. So this area I'm doing isn't huge. It's maybe 40 by 40, but I'm not doing the entire area. So really, this is gonna be perfectly fine. It's gonna be good enough. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it out. Now the big thing is that spot that I had dropped earlier, you don't want too much grass seed in one spot, otherwise the grass is gonna fight over itself. So you wanna make sure that you kind of spread it out. And you can do that using a device, or you can just do it just like this. All right, seed is laid. I'm gonna go ahead and water it. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the sprinkler system to that RainPoint, the auto timer. It's gonna get watered at least twice a day. It does have the rain delay on it. If you are looking for a timer, feel free to check out in the description. I got a 15% discount on that item, and I'll go ahead and put the links as well. But that's all I got for y'all. So that's how you plant grass seed. Whether it's gonna grow or not, well, you're gonna have to subscribe and check out later videos to see how great my lawn looks. Enjoy homesteading.